Hey guys, I'm Kelsey and this is my channel, Literati Reads, and this is part 2 of my March book haul. In this part of my haul, there are 16 books. Like I said in part 1 of this haul, I'm not going to give you synopses for every one of these books because that would take forever. Instead, I'm just going to tell you what about these books intrigued me and convinced me to buy them. So let's just get started. The first book, Hannibal by Thomas Harris. I don't own The Red Dragon or Silence of the Lambs, but I love Hannibal, the NBC TV show. Next up we have And the Mountains They Echoed by And the Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini. This is Khaled Hosseini's debut novel, and it's like a family saga, I think. And it just sounded really interesting, and I have his other 2 books, so I figured I may as well grab this one. I loved The Kite Runner. The House of Many Ways by Diana Wynne Jones. I did not know that the Howl's Moving Castle book was a trilogy. This is the 3rd book in the trilogy. I just grabbed it because Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorite movies ever, and I read the excerpt of the book, and it was so stunning. Next up, we have another proof copy that I found at a bookstore. This one was released quite a while ago. This one was released in 2016 at some point. And this is a middle grade book about, the reason that this drew my attention is it's about a girl with depression. And I love, I'm very interested in mental health books because I myself have depression and anxiety. And so I'm always interested in seeing how authors write it. And I don't know if Claire Legrand, oh, by the way, this is Some Kind of Happiness by Claire Legrand. I don't know if Claire Legrand has or had anxiety, or depression when she was younger, but I find it a very interesting topic. It's very relatable to me, so I would like to see it. Plus, can you just talk about that beautiful cover? That's what originally drew my eye. And then the spine is green. Again, like I said in my first video, green is my favorite color. There are not enough green books. Next up, we have a book that was given to me by my friend Travis. You've seen him on this channel before. If you watch me regularly, he was the one who did the Backwards Book Title Challenge with me. He gave me After Alice by Gregory Maguire. I read Alice in Wonderland when I was really young. I loved it. I read Through the Looking Glass when I was in high school, and I also loved that. This book has pretty bad ratings on GOODREADS. Oops. And so we'll see, but it's not too long. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. The reason I got this actually is because Simon from Savage Reads talks about this book all the time. I think it's one of his like all-time favorite books ever. And the premise was really interesting to me. It's about a woman who I think is murdered. And that, or she lives in like a haunted house. I can't remember exactly. There's something to do with haunted houses though. Next up we have a proof copy of The 1,000th Floor. This was again a gift from my friend. He decided he's not going to end up reading it. Not as beautiful as the new copy, but I don't know if the finished copy has that, but if it does. And what interested me about this one is, again, unique dystopias. If you don't know, this is about, in New York, there's this giant skyscraper where everybody lives, and this girl falls out of the window on the 1,000th floor. And so it's kind of like a mystery, I think. Vampire Academy, Frostbite, and Shadow Kiss. These are well loved on BookTube as like books that people read in high school and stuff. I never read them in high school. I love Twilight. I love the first 3 books of Twilight. I don't like the 4th one. And I like vampires. I think when they're done right, they can be interesting. So I always like to read different takes on vampires. I always end up finding something new and interesting that I like. So that's why I ended up picking up these. They're by Rochelle Mead, by the way, if you don't know. I have another book that's kind of controversial. It's Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. And again, I have not read this because I didn't want to support the author because I know it is considered controversial and ableist. Again, I will not rate this. Please don't come at me. So this one isn't released until May, and it is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. This book caused a huge stir in the book community when people found out it was about a girl who believed she was a lesbian, and she ends up with a boy. And as a bisexual person, that excited me. I liked the prospect. Don't get me wrong, I think we need more same-sex couples. I think we need, in YA, I think we need more non-binary characters, you know, all of those marginalized characters, but you also have to remember that bisexual people do sometimes end up with people of the opposite gender. This one is The Vault of Dreamers, and what first drew me to this was the cover. It's beautiful. Again, another dystopia. I always love trying out different dystopias, and I think this, again, has a female lead character. I love strong female leads, so we'll see. Hopefully she's not too stereotypical. And I think this is a trilogy, so if I end up liking the first one, then hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of the second and third books. Book that I'm super excited about, it's very short, and that is Z for Zachariah by Robert C. O'Brien. This is a dystopian. Again, I got a lot of dystopians. I didn't realize how many. This is about a girl, and it's like it's like after the fallout of a nuclear war, and she seems to be the only person on the planet left, and she finds a man. And I think it's supposed to be a thriller-y dystopian. Something is wrong with this man, I guess. This one I have is Airborne by Kenneth Opel. What intrigued me about this book, besides this very interesting cover, is the fact that it's set on a dirigible, which is very unique. I've never heard of a book set on a dirigible. And I know this is a series, and there's pirates, sky pirates. Who doesn't want to read a book about sky pirates? Last up in this part of my haul is The Breakdown by B.A. Paris, and this was another ARC that was given to me. It is not on sale until June, I believe. Again, adult thriller. Is there anything more I can say about it? Like, subscribe if you want to help my channel grow. Sorry, that's my dog's ear. And comment down below if you've read any of these books, if you want to read any of these books, what you bought this month. And let's have a conversation about books down in the comment section. It was great talking to you, and until next time, I will see you soon, and I hope you have a great week, and stick around, you will see my part 3 of this book haul. So many books, so little time.